Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Guild Wars 1 Let's Play. We are here in Lion's Arch on my sin for the first little bit, because I realized I've done the first quest of this on my main already, but we're going to be going through it on my main, but we out here. Well, anyway, what are we starting today? Well, you can probably read the title, so we are starting Guild Wars Beyond today. And we are starting with War in Kryta, which I originally thought Hearts of the North came out first, but apparently War in Kryta is the one that came out first. So we are doing War in Kryta. War in Kryta, now that I think about it, I probably should have known it's the one that came out first because it is organized like crap. What I mean by that is, you'll see as we go through, there's a lot of weird things that happen with War in Kryta, a lot of weird changes, but it's not laid out super well, and getting to all the stuff is actually quite weird compared to the other two. But we talked to Murrow over here to start this random NPC just chilling here. The conflict in Kryta is escalating to civil war. If you're truly an ally Kryta, you'll rally to our cause. I'll take care of it. So there are actually quite a few prerequisites here. You have to have done a good chunk of... I believe you have to have actually beaten Eye of the North, now that I think about it. Not just done a good chunk of it. And there are a couple other requirements, I believe. You see these peacekeepers. This is one of the changes in War in Kryta. You cannot pass this land as corrected by Krytan law, even from the White Mantle. I am the Krytan law. Let's pass on once. We know you're hiding spies within your heathen temple. Perfect time, but itching for real action after sitting on the sidelines for a bit. Snakebite. Our priests and priestesses are hardly spies as for heathens. They're very people I'm trying to keep out. Blasphemy, your gods are false, your friends are traitors, and your words are poisonous and lies. Men kill this worthless priest. You can't do this. We are protected by the special edict from Saldalessio himself. Your temple may be protected, but you're just a man. You look pretty squishy to me. Can we actually fight? Come on. There we go. Yeah, so these are new enemies, peacekeepers. For simple priests and priestesses, you certainly know how to put up a fight. Our gods give us strength. This isn't over, priest. I'll return next time. It won't be easy. So yeah, anyway, this story has a lot to do with the individuals of Kryta and like their issues with what's going on right now. This is actually pretty cool because it's kind of a follow-up story to the whole idea of the Guild Wars Beyond series is basically what's going on in these places after we've left them. So the first one being focused on the conflict between the White Mantle and the remaining Shining Blade. Now what's interesting is we've actually basically killed off the entirety of the White Mantle at this point. I don't know if you remember, but at the end of the Prophecies campaign, we ended up killing a lot of their leaders down in the Ring of Fire Islands. So they actually don't have any leadership right now. But we never actually like overthrew them in Kryta, so they're still in control. So now we're kind of going to be working with the Shining Blade to help free Kryta, basically. The Shining Blade played an interesting part in some of Guild Wars 2, and is actually a legendary in Guild Wars 2. Is the best sword legendary by a far margin. Fight me. Bolt is ugly, and the Orion legendaries are glorified Black Lion weapons. But our first task here is to make our way to the base of the White Mantle. But I mentioned that the area's changed. When we ran into that dude. But what happens during the War in Kryta is a lot of the Krytan zones get updated. They get new mobs added to them. More dangerous mobs. And what's funny is back in the day, that actually makes it quite a bit of a pain, because that means if you basically have to finish War in Kryta before you can like vanquish and stuff like that. or not start War in Kryta before you vanquish and stuff like that, because it makes it significantly harder to do. Not impossible by any stretch of the imagination, but harder to do. Since we're already all the way out here, we might actually make a detour to show something off that I didn't show off during this series, and I kind of want to show off. So, I'll mention it in the video, where if you're just interested in the War in Kryta stuff, you can leave, but we're going to take a visit to a really unique place that I didn't show off in the Prophecies campaign that's out this way. It should just be like 1 or 2 zones, I think, after this. At least I'm pretty sure I didn't show it off. To be honest with you, it's been almost a year or two. It's been almost a year since I started the Prophecies Let's Play, so I might have actually shown this off in the Prophecies Let's Play. I don't think I did, but we're making our way over to the White Mantle camp now. And we'll go a little bit more in depth in the next episode, talking about how all the different quest lines work. I've actually been doing some reading up on like how the actual quest order works, so I can try to, like, you know, not run around like a chicken with my head cut off. Side note, I've also started playing Black Desert again, so maybe you'll see a video or two about Black Desert. It's a Korean MMO that's been out for like 8 years, I think, here in the West, and it's kind of like a grindy MMO, but it's something I play on the side, but that'll be its own stuff. We also do have a long-form content video that should be coming out sometime. I'm finishing up the semester, so I have quite a bit of, like, work with that to do, but maybe sometime nearing the summer, about what it's like to return to games after not playing them for a while, as I've just been coming back to a lot of games, and also partially the series coming back to a game from my childhood, and what it's like to go back to not only games you've played, but like what the actual literal process of coming back is, and how different games handle the like returning rewards and stuff like that for some games. So that's something to look forward to. Also, there's a closed beta for Throne and Liberty coming out, and Throne and Liberty was a game I was interested in, so we will probably see some content about that. So I'm running Shining Blade here, guarding the entrance to their camp over here. So here's the Shining Blade camp way out here in the wilderness. A lot of characters out here that we know. A lot of interesting faces. Hopefully not a billion dialogues. Yeah, here's Princess Selma, Livia, and Barthelos, Vendra. All 4 of these are characters we've met before. The Master Scout, Biden. He's done being the president. There's a collector back here. I wonder what's this collector got. Nothing. Like, actually nothing. Weird. Axe there. He must be an armor vendor. That's why. Actually, now that I think about it. Oh, Your Highness, I've just received reports of additional bandit attacks. Where have they struck? Is there anything we can do to assist the settlements that were attacked? Biota was hit last night in Ascalon settlement in the early morning. We must send soldiers to protect these villages. We cannot sit idly by while the white male's peacekeepers run rampant through Kryta. Yeah, the peacekeepers are weird. Maybe we'll read about them on the wiki at the beginning of the next episode. Marching Shining Blade troops into these villages would be a grave mistake. The male would simply point our presence as proof of the villagers' treason and burn their homes to the ground once we left. I mean, but if you don't leave till all the white mantle are dead, problem solved, right? Avenia speaks the truth. As much as it pains me to avoid battle, we are not ready for direct confrontation with the male. We must continue to lend aid to the citizens of Kryta, but with discretion. And I like watching as by cutting and suffering in the hands of the vermin, but I will do as you advise. Have patience, Barlos. The time will come when you can step into the shadows and directly face the mantle. Do Till then, we must build our strength and strike at our enemies with stealth and audacity. Guess your highness, God's willing that day will come soon, but there must be something that we can do now to help our people. There is always more that can be done. Have you a suggestion, Livia, or is there a statement of mere philosophical? Or is that statement merely philosophical? We have many allies, yet few do I see here. Send out the call that Kryta is in her hour of need. It is time to find out who is truly our ally in actions as well as words. Now that is a suggestion I agree with. It is time, your highness. Agreed. The question becomes, who do we send and where do we send them? The Doors are in no position to give us aid, and Ascalon is still under siege. Yeah, Ascalon, we kind of out there getting screwed. Not to mention Albjern's agitated of Aethan Crichton, but there are the Assurans to the south and the Ebon Vanguard to the far north. We have allies among both. Oh god, the Assurans. Assuran magic and Ebon Vanguard's tactical skills behind enemy lines are renowned throughout Tyria. Their assistance could tip the balance in the scales in our favor. Livia, you have much experience with the Asura. If I remember correctly, you'll make Ferrata some with haste. Evinia, you've enjoyed a fruitful relationship with the Ascalonians in the past. Perhaps the Ebon Vanguard will be more receptive to our cause than King Adalburn. The Assuran Gate behind Light's Arch leads right to the Eye of the North. A boat from Fisherman's Haven shall allow me to travel there without attracting the attention of the mantle. There's the Assuran's Gate right beneath Lion's Arch. Good luck to you both. May Dwayne protect you on your journey. So Livia's going to make her way down here. And she's going to get a boat out of like here over to here. Take a portal up to here. Oh, the gate under Lion's Arch. Yeah, the one we literally went through. This big ass one right here that I know about. Yeah. So we came here. We met these guys, and this actually updates our quests. And now we have some other weird quests we can do here. We have enlist the aid of the Asuran allies, enlist the aid of the Ebon Vanguard. Now, how we do that is a little weird. Essentially, you have a couple quests you have to do here, and then you speak with somebody. But we are actually going to handle that in the next episode. So, if you are just interested in the Warren Kryta stuff, that is all for today. I just wanted to do the intro and get it out of the way. But if you're here for some good old-fashioned Guild Wars nostalgia, we are going to make a trip to Rotscale, one of the coolest enemies in the original Guild Wars Prophecies that I believe I did not show off in the series. So we are going to make our way over to him. He is nearby. He is like somewhere around here-ish. So it should not be too far of a walk. And if I did already do this, then, well, guess what? You get to see him again. I should have brought movement speed skill, but whatever. I'm sure we'll see it a bit more as we go through, but yeah, that's what I mean in part by saying that the campaign is not that well set up, in that, like, we go to them, we get that little stuff, and now we've got to traipse back all over the world. You can also get the quest before you can actually do it, I believe. Like, you can get it before you've completed enough stuff to be able to enlist the ally from the other people. Put on a high health headpiece. Very good. So I believe we can just go on through here. actually just gonna try to run it, I think, because I think there's one more outpost after this, or one more zone after this, and hopefully there's just no KDs. As long as there's no KDs, we're fine. Don't think these things have KDs. Yeah, we're fine. In hindsight, I should have flagged my heroes, but you know what? Yeah, we probably gotta get gooned here, but it'll be fine. Believe. I don't believe it's in this zone. I think it's in the next one, so I think we're fine to just like make our way through here. It's a super cool zone, though. I don't know. I dig. As much as Factions is by far my favorite campaign with my favorite locales, the specifically the Kryta-ish areas of the original campaign do hit different, as the kids say. I'm gonna laugh if it's actually in this zone and I ran past it. I don't think it... Oh. It is. I am an idiot. I am a buffoon. It's down this way. We actually have one of our healers alive, so we might actually be able to make it, but I'm pretty sure it's actually this building down here. Now that I think about it, I think I might have actually shown this off in the series before, but screw it. We're going there again because it's cool. It's a place that a lot of Guild Wars 1 players probably have a lot of nostalgia about. It's this temple deep here in deep in the Maguma jungle. And up there at the top you can see Rotscale, which is a big dragon boss. It's really freaking cool. Look at all these dragons up here. It's super cool. But yeah, I think we're actually just gonna... we're not gonna fight it. We're gonna leave it on this picture right here of all these menacing dragons sitting on top of this, in this castle over here. This is just a really cool place from Guild Wars 1. I don't think he used to have like a bow or something. Like, it's not super sought after. Let me just look it up real quick while we're just chilling here. He is a boss, despite the fact that it's hard to see that he is. He does have an elite, so he is one of the first places you could get a Necro elite. So he is a reanimated dragon from the Shiver Peaks. Near Frostgate, and he made the trek to Kryta. So it is the one that controls this this area. These undead are under its control, and rumors are it contains a weapon of great value. And despite being a Necro, it does drop its own unique bow, which is actually not a bad bow for like PvP-ish. It's a unique bow. It's a green. It's plus 30, plus 5, lengthens poisons. Not actually a bad bow, but it's just funny that it's a Necro that drops a bow. But that is going to be all for today. I want to thank you all for coming out. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.